While we are trying to be, protective of it, the tech bros down a few blocks from here, they're just wasting energy without any type of disregard.
I learned what's actually next in AI at the Latinas in Tech 2025 Summit in San Francisco. It blew my mind, so let's just get into it. Also, stay tuned until the end where I share this one quote from the event that completely changed how I view AI. So before we talk about what's next in AI, let's talk about the current state of AI. Right now, AI mostly focuses on answering questions and automating tasks. Think chatbots, virtual assistants, and recommendation algorithms. So, what's the future of AI? Agentic AI is the next phase where AI stops just answering questions and actually does things for you. Imagine AI that books and plans your travel, prepares your resume, and applies to jobs that match, files your taxes without step-by-step instructions. It understands your goals and takes initiative. This is the rise of AI agents, and it's happening faster than we think. So I want to build my own AI agent, and the cool part is you can actually do that now. So subscribe if you're interested in that, and we'll basically learn and build one together. But then comes the next phase, robotic AI, where that same intelligence moves off our screen and into the real world. Robots that cook, clean, care, and build, powered by the same agentic brains we're training today. I got to see a Gemini robotics AI demo at Google I/O, so I'll have that video linked above. So one sentiment that I see a lot online, and I also think about a lot, is that AI is destroying our planet. It uses a lot of water and energy. So I was so happy when someone asked the panel the question of how can we be more sustainable with AI? So this was Lili Gangas' response.
Personally, I have, as much as I wanted to play with some of those the types of images and videos, I'm also a little aware, but I do think it's going to get better. So I would say I wouldn't want us to also be left out of learning how to use these tools while we are trying to be, protective of it. The tech bros down a few blocks from here, they're just wasting energy without any type of disregard. So I think it's a balance use, and there's models. This is where you can be a smarter consumer of these models. Look at the benchmarking. Not all models are the same. Some of them are more efficient. So you can move with your dollars. You can move with your prompting to making sure that some of these companies are also innovating forward. So there's policy, there's your own personal use. And I think it's shop around all the different areas, and you don't have to be stuck with just OpenAI as like your main one. There's other ones to use as well.
Now this quote that I heard from the event, I think it was Lili Gangas that said it, really hit home for me. I just have to share it. We can use AI to organize our calendar, or we can be building it. I am guilty of using AI to organize my calendar, but I think right now, AI is a billion-dollar business. It's expected to grow, and I feel like it feels like that moment where we can be a part of building and shaping the future. So I think I might label this video AI is not just for tech bros. And nothing against tech bros. If you're a tech bro watching this, thank you for supporting. Let me know in the comments below. But I think, it's not just for tech bros. It's for everyone. From the event, they brought up a time that happened in Google in 2015 where there was an image, I'm gonna get emotional, an image analysis software. And it basically incorrectly mislabeled Black people as gorillas. Whew! We need people of all different shapes, sizes, backgrounds, lived experiences working on something if it's going to have this big of an impact on the world. Hearing that, it made me think about when I was at Google I/O. I'll also have that video linked above. And I was testing the Gemini glasses. So one of the things I did was I looked at a painting and it was able to identify the artist, but then there was also a book there. And this is just the prototype of the glasses, but I picked up the book. It was like a book of all the different countries. And I was like, go to a page about an African country. It messed up twice. And then I think the demo was over, so it never got the correct answer. And this was the very first question I had when I saw the book. You know, that's why we truly need people of all different backgrounds working on this technology. And I'm an early tester for Gemini, and I take that so seriously, and I love doing it so much. But it's like, even look at that Sora video that I have where I was testing out different Sora prompts. The first prompt I tested was a black girl. You know what I mean? Just because, look, this is, you know, I'm black. But like, I also tested, like, you know, Afro-Brazilian dancer. Like, our lived experiences are so important. And, you know, these people, they want our money. You know, they want these tools to be used worldwide. They love saying things like, oh, we have 1 billion users and all that stuff. If you want to make a great product, it has to be great for everyone. So I just thought that quote was really amazing. As you can see, the Latinas in Tech event really inspired me. Thank you, Latinas in Tech, for inviting me. And yeah, thank you guys. Let me know, what are your concerns about AI? What do you think about AI? Did this video change anything about how you feel? And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.